So basically, if you want to paint Caucasian skin tones, you start with a very neutral base. Kasi skin is never purely saturated. You need to desaturate it with a bit of gray. So I add blue or green to my red and yellow mix.
Blue and green to red and yellow mix.
Minimal amount lang. Talagang dot of blue.
Just a dot.
Yeah.
And then you tone this or thin it with water.
I thin it.
Just enough.
Mas preferable kung glaze consistency yung gagamitin.
So can you share with us the basic colors that you would have to do as a foundation of your...
So if you want a minimal palette, just medium flesh.
Medium flesh.
Yeah, light brown.
Light brown.
And the base tone, brown sand. Then you just add, as necessary, some gray, green, or electric blue. Ito, very saturated color. I just add like a single drop for these
And what is
ones.
the purpose of the blue one?
The blue one, still the same with the green. The green kasi it kind of tints it to be more on the darker green side.
Darker green side.
Pag blue ginamit mo, mas grayish na neutral lalabas.
Grayish.
Yeah. And
you saw all of this
yeah.
using YouTube videos or references?
Various websites in the internet. Planet Figure, Nuts Planet. Halo-halo pong references talaga. Saka, I discovered na if you want really subtle pero talagang vibrant na highlights,
Alright.
you add inks. I use this one. It's from Amsterdam. Titanium white ink.
Inks.
Yeah. Just a touch of it.
Is that sort of a thinner?
No, it's actually... How do I explain this? More pigment suspended in medium.
Wow, very technical.
When you try the consistency out, para siyang glaze eh. And if you tin it, kumpara sa paint, kasi pag tinin mo ng water, nawawalan siya ng pigment, hindi na matingkad. Pag ginamit mo yung ink, inalo mo sa paint, pwedeng ihalo. Magiging, kumbaga, subtle siya, pero andun pa rin yung pigments.
Alright. Okay.
That's how I achieved yung highlights dito sa cheeks.
Cheeks.
Yeah, yung upper highlights pati dito sa baba.
So the nooks and crannies, the facial features, there is this intention really. You have to paint the shadows, right?
Yeah. So
with intention.
Yeah. So when I paint shadows, I don't start with a dark base. I start it with una-una kasi I do zenithal priming. Ibig sabihin dark base, then I spray from like a 45-degree angle primers. Rattle can lang po gamit ko to really map out the highlights and the shadows. Then I glaze with the base color, yun nga, which is brown sand, add red and yellow as I like, and then desaturate with blue or green. Then I slowly build up the highlights and the red tones.
Okay.
So base color first, then highlights, then build up the shadows.
Does it necessarily have to be like a base color coming from the dark color and going on to the light as you work along? Not really.
It depends on how you want the values of the face to show up. Kasi if you start with a darker base, you'll definitely really stick with it through the painting process. Yeah, that's my opinion. Pag nag-start ako ng dark red, talagang nananatiling dark red or medyo shaded yung mukha. With my Templar, ganun yung ginawa ko. Actually, I redid it kasi masyado ako nadidiliman.
Galing. So yeah, there it is. That's the Khian Morales. These are the basic 5 tones for the flesh, right?
Yeah.
And this blue tint again, if you have to reiterate, it brings out what color in this face?
It desaturates and makes it a bit more green. One more thing.
Yeah.
If you start with a desaturated color, mas madaling mag-build up ng tawag din, ng highlights kasi hindi siya agad intensely bright. If it's too intensely bright, yung contrast might be a bit over the top.
Alright.
So, you can't go back really at that point. You have to redo the whole face.
Redo the whole face. When you redo it, you paint again another primer?
Yeah.
So sort of like to erase everything?
Yeah.
Wow.
So better with
how many tries have you done so far to make this perfect?
Actually, I've just...
Especially for this figure, for your head.
I did it in 2 sittings. I didn't retry this time.
Wow.
Kasi with the first bust, the Templar, I had an idea of how to play with the consistency of paint. Now,
Great.
I'm a bit more sure and no, wala na masyadong retouch and retries.
So you never had this official schooling about mixing paints, because I saw some posts before you were into oil painting.
Yeah. Basically, that's about it. Just oil painting and
And you translated it into acrylic na.
yeah.
And you got the basic understanding of the
yeah.
colors using oil pen and then transferring it to
Yeah.
acrylic.
What
So
re-
acrylic is a far better medium for you?
Not really. I haven't really tried
Oils.
the high quality oils, the
Okay.
artist grade ones. So that might be better when it comes to blending.
Alright.
But the advantage of acrylics is, of course, again, the drying time. And when you add mediums, it's really just comparable to oil paints.
Okay.
Brands such as Vallejo have really good pigmentation, so no question about the color. It's really a matter of preference. Makapag-build ka na ng most of the colors you need.
Alright.
You just need to learn a bit of mixing, pati color theory, how complementary colors work, yung
Okay.
tinatawag kong triads, saka values,
Alright.
iba't ibang saturation. Yun lang naman po talaga kailangan eh. Kasi napansin ko, ang dami-dami pong modeler na stacks po yung paint nila. Convenient,
Stacks,
opo.
right?
Pero it gets expensive real quick.
When all you need is some few basic paints and just mix them correctly and blend them, right?
Yeah.
Great. How did you do the eyes?
The eyes. Oh, so...
Start off with the white paint?
No, I don't start with white. I start with a very dark brown.
Dark brown.
Almost burnt sienna.
Okay.
Ganun
And then you
po
work
muna.
your way up, right?
Yeah, then I add reds dun sa gilid. Tapos, I use white ink again because it can be thin. Talagang thin na thin.
The
Pero
white.
matingkad pa rin. Pero
This one, the
yeah,
Amsterdam white
yeah.
paint. So it replaces the typical acrylic white.
Yeah. It's much better in my opinion po kasi talaga.
I'll try this. Great. Well, hopefully we can try in a 135 because most dioramas are done there. But you know, you've excelled already. I mean, in my opinion, you've excelled already in this scale. Yeah. And right, great. And then last question. What sort of paint brushes did you use? I suppose you use the 000.
Oh no.
No, not really. So what are the
I
types of
use
brushes you
a
recommend?
Scrivot po to, sir. It's a size 8.
Oh, size
Actually, it doesn't matter yung size, sir.
All right.
It matters yung capability niya mag-hold ng paint pati ng medium.
So what do you
Tapos
recommend
yung
for our guys in our
Sable
group?
brushes po.
These are really for oil, right?
No, they're for intentionally made for watercolor. Pero
Sable.
you could use them with acrylic paint because they hold a lot of water.
All right. Sable brushes,
Yeah.
guys. And that's the key.
Ito, size 2, sir, or something in
So
between.
you never went for like the 000?
No, never.
Really? I'm surprised. All right.
Well, medyo may exception po.
How about for the small parts, like
Yung sa
even the eyes, right?
Sa eyes,
Yeah.
I used ito yung nail art brush.
Nail art. So let me guess, you bought it somewhere at Watson's?
Shopee.
Shopee. Oh, all right.
Then
Those are for the eyes.
para lang po dun sa dot. Pero anything else, kaya mo namang gawin with sable.
Sable brush. Hi guys, I'm actually here at my Unico Iho, Khian's place, and I actually saw the figure in person. Excellently done. I have nothing to say. So when my group said that it's going to be a Malaysian contender, I believe it is. My goodness, it's really a phenomenal work coming from a very young person such as Ian. So yeah, I saw his actual work in person and gotta admit it. It's excellently done. I like the tone, the how do you say this? Blending, the natural color tone, even the eyes. Wow, super. Kudos to Khian. Alright, I'm gonna post it this. Thanks guys for watching. This is Khian Morales again, a very talented young boy. Who knows, later on we'll come up with a more tutorial type of painting and on step by step. Alrighty guys, see, treasure trove of inputs. This is how we do it here. Khian and Hiner signing off, guys. Hope we were able to share with you something. So to the guys at the Pertanido, cheerios.